Hi friends, first of all, thank you for joining us on the journey. We just finished up a 38-week series called Gene and Andrew's Great Adventure, where our grandson Andrew and I did an awesome trip across Canada and through several western and midwestern states in the U.S.A. If you haven't watched all of those, go back and check them out after today's episode. Renee and I retired a few years ago and began traveling in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S.A., made lots of travel videos. Today, we're heading to Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Actually going down for my nephew's daughter's wedding, but we're going to spend a week there checking out the area. This episode will condense that week into a few minutes so that you can experience some of the highlights with us. Our first stop was at the Prime Smokehouse for dinner. Then we'll head to the Airbnb. The Prime Smokehouse is located in what used to be an old factory. The buildings were refurbished and is now one of the premier locations in Rocky Mount. The Prime Smokehouse specializes in good barbecue, soul food, and southern cuisine, and great entertainment. Each weekend, those who enjoy jazz and blues are treated to local, regional, and national touring musicians and entertainers in addition to great food. TripAdvisor ranks the Prime Smokehouse number 1 in Rocky Mount. Okay, we just had dinner at the Prime Smokehouse in Rocky Mount. Andrea was the server at our table, and wow, I mean, the food was excellent, the service was excellent. She was so sweet, so nice, and a lot of times the meat will be really good, but some of the sides won't be excellent, won't be up to par for the plate. Not here. Every single thing was the best you've ever had. And the chocolate cake, she recommended the chocolate cake to us. And I think what she said, it would be like in your mind what the best chocolate cake would be like, would taste like, that tastes like it. And everything is farm to table. Even the pickle on my plate, was raised here in Rocky Mount, and delicious. Set a mighty high standard for the rest of our eating on this trip. Staying quite close to the Rocky Mount Mills. The Tar River that runs behind the mills had seen a lot of rain recently. It's Renee's turn to pick where we go to eat tonight, and so we look on TripAdvisor. And Renee, where do you want to go eat?
I want pizza, so we're gonna try the Tipsy Tomato.
The Tipsy Tomato. I believe that's over at the same place that we ate last night, which was over at the Mills Complex. And hey, let's go check out more of it. Different route. I went with the all-American pizza. Just to the right of Rocky Mountain Mills, there are some tiny houses, and it's like an entire tiny village. They're like Airbnbs. You can rent them out for, I guess, a week or day or whatever. But looks kind of cool, except for the part about Jenny couldn't stay there, and so No dog, no place for us. Anyway, but looks neat. Rocky Mount is in Nash and Edgecombe counties in North Carolina. The population of the city is around 54,000, while the metro area is around 145,000. The city was founded in 1816, incorporated in 1867. The 19th century saw mainly cotton mills and the raising of tobacco as the lifeblood of the area. After World War II, Rocky Mount began growing in pharmaceuticals, financial institutions, manufacturing, and as the headquarters of Hardee's fast food restaurants. Over the next few decades, the city saw several institutes of higher education: North Carolina Wesleyan College, Nash Community College, and Edgecombe Community College. In my mind, Rocky Mount will always be a place to go for great pork barbecue. I remember back in the 70s going down to Bob Melton's Barbecue, which was located along the Tar River. They brought a plate of barbecue to you and sat a bowl of coleslaw, a pitcher of iced tea, and, a bowl of hush puppies on the table, called that family-style eating. Sadly, Bob Melton's burned down some years ago and was never rebuilt. It's a Sunday. We're stopping by Gardner's Barbecue for lunch. It's ranked one of the best traditional barbecue places here in Rocky Mount. Okay, we just had lunch. It's a Sunday, and we got in. When I was showing you the buffet, there weren't but just a few people around because they just, I guess, opened for lunch. But now, as you can see, just trying to get in is a long, long line, and it's no wonder. The food is excellent. I mean, Renee got the chicken and dumplings. I got a gnat. I got the barbecue. Actually, I got the buffet. Let's be honest with you. And barbecue, the coleslaw, and I especially like that yellow mustard-based coleslaw. And the hush puppies, they, man alive, have mercy. Butter beans, if you don't know what butter beans are, you've missed out on life. But anyway, Gardner's Barbecue, hey, muy bueno. Renee did not want to be in the video after eating at a barbecue restaurant, but hey, one thing that's a tell, anytime you eat at a restaurant that near the cash register was a heart defibrillator right there mounted on the wall. Looks like there used to be a fire extinguisher up beside it. Someone took that down, but gotta shock some people's heart. They get all carried away, get excited about the barbecue and fried chicken and all. The fried chicken was good, but the barbecue was where it's at, and that's what they're known for. As to the cost of living, overall, it's 20% less expensive than the national average. Food and groceries run about 7% cheaper. Healthcare costs around 5% more. But where they shine is the cost of housing, which runs about 60% less than the national average. Unemployment runs about 8.4%. Now, where they don't shine are their crime stats. In both property crime as well as violent crime, they are around double the national average. I mean, they're not as bad as Memphis or East St. Louis, but hey, they're not Cambridge either. But we were there for a week, loved it, and felt totally safe.
He doesn't need fires, he's got his colors noticed on and on, turning heads to see the colors. It goes on and on and on and on. Stranger says he'll regret his armor. They don't get Stranger says we don't want our armors, but they don't get. We can choose, 'cause we're like one, like one, like one, like one. We don't wanna be running. She don't wanna be fighting. We don't wanna be running from the sun. He don't wanna keep trying. She don't wanna deny it. We don't wanna be running from the sun. 'Cause we would die to have a place like home.
Renee, you had that mac and cheese with the shrimp. What do you think?
Very good. I had never had shrimp and a mac and cheese. It was good.
I mean, I tasted it was very good. I had the meatloaf, and it was good. And also had I don't know if I think we filmed it. Showed you the peach cobbler. That was very good. Let's go check on Jenny. Renee and I both saved her a little something for dinner. As we get close to finishing up this episode on Rocky Mount, I want to inject two thoughts. First of all, City Lake Park. We're getting ready to take you there right now. It is gorgeous. Well done, Rocky Mount. Well done. Another thing is, if you work at a Dunkin' Donuts anywhere in the United States, hey, the one that I visited most every day to get my coffee, they are one of the best I've ever been to. They should be training folks how to work at a Dunkin' Donuts. Always friendly, always helpful, and the order was always right. Rocky Mount, North Carolina. It's been a nice visit. We got to spend some time with my nephew Mike and his wife Melody. Their daughter was getting married, and we were here for that. And we've eaten at some wonderful restaurants. We've seen some of the sights of Rocky Mount. Hey, thanks so much for watching our adventures. Jenny is kind of anxious about the road, but hey, we're not going to Mexico today, so for her, that's a benefit. Don't forget to hit the like button, share, and if you haven't already done so, Jenny, what do you want them to do? Subscribe. That's what she said.